Hello everybody, this is Mojtaba. Thank you for joining me to my presentation. I want to explain about the process of designing a language learning application. It's called Hipo. The target user of this app are between 13 to 50 years old. This application is designed basically for working people and students. I have started with studying three language learning applications and studied the weaknesses and strengths as well as the possibilities of each. I must say that I have learned a lot from these applications. For example, I realized each of them focuses on different goals. One is to memorize vocabularies, while the other focuses on learning language skills. Then I have written down questions for interviews with three users. The sum of the interviewees' wishes and expectations has shaped the persona. Now we are going to get to know the persona. This is Sophia. She is 32 years old. She lives in Dublin and she is a journalist. She wants to learn German because she has decided to move to Munich next year to live with her boyfriend. In order to continue her career, she needs to learn German. As a journalist, she does not have specific working hours, so she has two major problems in learning the language. First, she cannot learn a language according to a specific plan. Secondly, she has lack of concentration in learning the language due to her work schedule. I have paid attention to these two problems in the design. Sophia believes that she can learn a language better through visuals and entertaining contents. It's also very important for her to improve her conversational skills. We determined the main goals and tasks of the design based on Sophia's needs and wishes before starting the initial design. We made the information structure and hierarchy of each task in the framework of user flow. This is a prototype example of the Hippo application, but don't rush. We will go to the prototypes a little later. But before that, I want to jump to the next step. After producing the prototypes, they were tested by three people to determine the success rate of their function and flows. Four tasks were examined. You see the result. Based on the user test result, the prototypes were improved. To make the long story short, we will go to prototypes. The first three tasks in the initial prototype had minor defects that were fixed. I will only show you the prototypes before and after improvements. Task number one was create a new schedule. Early prototypes and after improvements. Task number two, go to the word box and find your word. Early prototypes, after improvements. Task number three, find educational videos in app. Early prototypes, after improvements. But the initial prototype of task number four had a big flaw that all three users couldn't accomplish the task. We will get to know what happened. Task number four was make an online voice chat, but due to the fact that the voice call button was not in the main menu or the home page and it was accessible through the trainer section, user had difficulty finding it. As a result, we designed a separate section for it and a button on the home page. Next steps. I should be noted that this is a mid-fidelity prototype that requires further user testing and refinement. Additional testing along with more user flows might be helpful. I feel there are some more features to be added for the product to get to be refined and complete in order to develop a high fidelity prototype and wireframes. I will need to conduct several iterations of usability testing. What I learned. It has been a great learning experience for me. I have learned that design thinking process involves a lot of research, which makes it an important section. I learned that to design an application or product, it's very important that the designer knows the real needs of the users. I also learned that design process is an iterative process, and after testing and finding flaws, the prototype returns to the design cycle to meet the needs of the user as much as possible. Thank you so much for your attention.